Hey guys, I come across this comment, and I want to comment on the comment. I want to comment on the comment. Fucking, oh, let me get my vape. Fucking. I want to make a comment about the comment. Fucking. All right, check this out. What the fuck is with all these dumb cunts that go around saying they put it on people that can't defend themselves, and then they say, "Haven't you heard of survival of the fittest?" You know, like in the animal kingdom, survival of the fittest. Yeah. Like, are you fucking serious, man? Where's your humanity? Where's your fucking humanity, mate? Survival of the fittest in the wildlife. They're wild creatures. They're beautiful creatures. Don't get me wrong, but they're wild. They're wildlife. They're considered animals. I don't consider them animals. I consider them wildlife because they're doing what comes in their nature. Yeah? You're supposed to be a fucking human, you fucking dickhead. Where's your humanity, mate? Where you're going around justifying you picking on people that are defenseless and say, survival of the fittest, mate. No, you're a fucking coward, wanker. You're a fucking piece of shit coward. It's not survival of the fittest when you're a human. There's something called empathy. Yeah? There's something called fucking, going out and doing something fucking nice for somebody for absolutely no fucking reason other than doing something nice for somebody. Yeah? There's something called fucking compassion. Yeah? So in other words, you're an animal. So I'm right all along that the wildlife, they're not the animals, mate. We are. In the Holy Torah, like I studied it for a year, I'm not an expert, but clearly states in one of the books of Moses that God got to a point where he regretted making us, and I can fucking see why. Which fucking dickhead comes up with this saying, survival of the fittest, haven't you heard that? Yeah, it happens in the fucking jungle. Wildlife doing what's in their nature, because they're in nature. You don't see a domesticated fucking cat do that, do you? You don't see a fucking domesticated dog do that, a canine do that, do you? No. But if you go out of the bush and you come across a wolf, what's it going to do? One like it's going to rip you apart, isn't it? But you can get the same wolf and domesticate it. There's no problem. Yeah? Like I do with the Siberian Huskies, they're wolves. Beautiful animals. Beautiful, beautiful canines. Yeah? But you say survival of the fittest. Like, so what, we're going to act like animals to each other, that's what you're saying. That's how you justify treating another human as an animal. I understand why God regretted making us, mate. And dickheads like you come up with these fucking sayings. Survival of the fittest. What you mean to tell me is really, you're a low life. You got no compassion. You've got nothing going for you other than your fucking massive inferiority complex. Yeah, people that are listening to me, that agree with me, seriously, this is what we have to listen to from these dickheads. So I'm addressing the dickheads that say this now. Survival of the fittest, eh? You fucking animal. You're a fucking animal with a massive inferiority complex, mate. That's what you are. A fucking animal with a massive inferiority complex. You're scared of everything, so you have to fucking go justify putting on someone that can't defend themselves. That has no backup, that has no this, has no that, and you have to go up to someone like that. Yeah? And you say that's survival of the fittest. You're a fucking animal, mate. You're right. You should act like what comes in your nature. You're a fucking animal, mate. Even the wildlife doesn't do that. Yeah? Even the wildlife knows when to show compassion. Yeah? You're supposed to be a part of the human race, you fucking dickhead. You're not supposed to be wildlife. This isn't a fucking jungle. Yeah? Who the fuck comes up with this bullshit? Let's be honest, once again. You're suffering bad because you're scared of the world around you. So you formed a massive inferiority complex. And the only way you can remedy that is to put yourself on a pedestal. And the only way you can put yourself on a pedestal is because you know if you go after fair fights, you ain't going to get anywhere. So you have to find people that are weak, vulnerable, defenseless. Because you're a piece of shit. That's why you find people like that. To remedy your inferiority complex. To put yourself on a little pedestal. To make yourself feel superior to others. Because you're used to feeling nothing but being a little bug in the system. Yeah? That's what you are. A little roach in the system. And the rest of us know it. Oh yeah, we know, mate. Every time you speak tough and you carry on and you blah, 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 put yourself on this pedestal, we know you're a weak cunt. It's like when people come into the cuckoo bird place or a courtyard somewhere, a jail cell or something, and they carry on talking about how fucking good they are, how tough they are, this, that. We're always watching that person because we know he's going down, and when he goes down, he's going to hit the fucking deck hard. We don't want to be caught with a dead body on our feet. So we stay the fuck away from him. We're watching, waiting, because we know sooner or later someone's going to crack and take him the fuck out. And we don't want to get caught because we don't want to do the time for somebody else's crime. Yeah? Let's be serious. Cuckoo bird places work just the same as jail cells. Well, I'm not talking about fucking, the places that are run like fucking holiday retreats. We're talking about like IPCU, intense patient control unit, where they pull like fucking Hannibal Lecter motherfuckers in there. You know what I mean? People that go in jail cells, where they put them in there, We're talking about sort of like the sections where you can just jump over the fence because they're like the fence is like a pool fence or something. We're talking about fucking 12-meter high fences. Yeah. Barbed wire and shit. Looking like concentration camp or something. You know what I mean? But where I'm going with this is as soon as you get into a place like that, and you carry on, you're going to get dropped. Yeah? Survival of the fittest. Survival of the fittest. You fucking wanker. Who the fuck goes around and says survival of the fittest to do with fucking the human race? No empathy, no compassion, no likeness, no nothing. Yeah? I'm a cold bastard at times, don't get me wrong, I'm fucking cold as a motherfucker. But I ain't gonna fucking go put it on somebody that's innocent, weak, or vulnerable no matter what. Yeah? I don't give a fuck what you say. I've been offered money to do it, I've told people to fuck off. You know why? Because I'm not a piece of shit. Cunt? Yeah. Asshole? Yeah. Piece of shit? No. You know what I mean? So, you gotta think yourselves, man. When you start fucking wanna assimilate yourself as wildlife, that's what you are, a fucking animal. Nothing more but an animal. With nothing. Nothing. You know why? Because while you looking for innocent, vulnerable people, you've turned your back on God, mate, and His teachings. And once you do that, mate, the end result is going to Gehenna, hellfire. Yeah? God tells us to be kind to others. Yeah? To help others. To pay zakat, to put money for charity. Yeah? To help the vulnerable, the weak and the needy. Not to get fucking aggressive upon them, you fucking pieces of shit, and say it's fucking survival of the fittest. No, you're a fucking weak cunt. And you need weak prey to go over, because if you stand up, if you try to stand up to somebody that's even minutely capable, he's gonna whip your fucking head. He's gonna whip your ass, mate. And you know that. That's why you go looking for invalids and people that can't defend themselves. And you say, survival of the fittest. You're a fucking weak cunt. Anyone that does it, you're a fucking weak cunt, mate. That's all. That's my that's my take on cocksuckers that want to say that shit. You're a fucking weak bastard.